I had said never, never ever would I buy these blushes from Rhode, but here we are, and I have two shades that I picked up in the Sephora savings event. Today, we are going to play with both of these, along with some other products that I ordered online the day the sale started, because I thought for sure some of these things would sell out. Let's get into what I picked up, starting off with another shade of the Lip Nectar from Violette FR. These lip nectars are one of the products that I recommended for the Sephora savings event, and I knew that when it rolled around, I was going to pick up another shade because I love the shade Batiste, but I wanted to try something a little bit different. And so I picked up this shade, which is the Rose de Mohab, which is described as a warm caramel. There are only 4 shades in this lip stain that is said to be a perfect marriage of a gloss and a stain. And I'm just swatching this on my hand, and then we'll actually put this on my lips. Okay, so here are the 2 shades that I now have. This is the shade Batiste, and this is Rose de Mohab. Not a shade that I would traditionally think of for myself. Let's go ahead and get this on. These hydrating lip stains are $29. Let's see how this one looks. So I didn't dip back in at all. That was all just from one dip in. I love the applicator on this lip nectar. You probably noticed when I was applying it that it's got this really nice tip to it so that you can really get, all the way to the corner and even make sure you get the line of your lip how you want it. So we are going to let this lip stain cook and move on. We have 2 new eye products to talk about today. First up, we have another shade of the Merit Solo Shadow Cream Eyeshadows. I picked up the shade Iris online because this one was not going to be available in my store, and I was afraid that if I waited until after I had gone to the store to swatch it, that it would be gone. So this is the 4th one that I have added to my collection. If you watched my first Sephora haul video, you know that I also got Sartorial, Glacé, Surrealism. These are all 4 shades, guys, that I was interested in. So I really went for it on the Merit Cream eyeshadows. Let's go ahead and swatch this shade Iris. These Merit Cream shadows are $26 a piece, and they are described as a buildable cream eyeshadow that gives a sheer wash of color that blends in easily with 0 creasing or fallout. I can already tell you from testing the first 3 that I bought that there is no fallout, which, if there were, then there would really be something wrong in the world. I think that you have to use it somewhat lightly to ensure that you don't get that creasing. There you can see what that looks like. I think it's really hard to tell, especially because this bobo is really distracting. Go ahead and get Iris on my eyes. I am just going to use this one all by itself today. I am trying this with a different brush. This is my Rephr 33. I'm going to see if I'm able to just put this right across the lids. Let's get my brush in there and see if I'm even able to pick this up on this brush. I don't know if I should be wiggling or swiping. I think this is harder than it has to be right now because of this brush. It's causing me to pull and tug on my eyelid skin more than I want to. So let me dip in with my finger. Let's go over here so we can just see if I dip straight in with my finger, what it looks like. I do have my eyeshadow primer on already, which is from Urban Decay. That, along with all of the products that I talk about today and that I'm wearing on my face today, will be listed down in the description box, so you can check that out. This is obviously going on much better this way. I like the color a lot more applied that way. So let's catch this other eye up. How light it was at first, like that really, really light application, really just looked like I was sick, like the way that my eyes look when I'm sick. So we can't have that. I am just gonna grab this Refer 13 brush and just sort of buff through the crease a little bit. See if I'm able to kind of bring it up into the crease and just soften that line. I think more than anything, it really buffed away. Let's pick some up on a brush and see if I can totally destroy what I've already done. Put a little bit more here in the outer corner and kind of along the lash line. I think that we are going to call that done. I really like this shade. I feel like it makes my eyes look really, really blue. Oh my God, I'm like all off kilter, guys. Why don't you tell me? Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to get y'all straight. Okay, so we have another eye product to add to the party. I got another shade in the Sarah Creal eyeliner that I have been absolutely raving about. I have the shade Everyday Taupe. This is the really dark brown color, and I think this is sold out. Let's do a little swatching. These are $35. Is that right? I'm just making things up. Yes, these are $35. They are very long wearing. You can smudge them out a little bit when you first apply, so you do have a little bit of play time, and they actually come with a brush on the opposite end so that you can do the smudging. These are specifically designed for more mature eyes. This is that rich cocoa matte deep brown. This is the Everyday Taupe shade. I'm just sort of curious, I just put these on and they've already dried down. We are going to apply this along the top lash line. I think I'm always really going to love this taupe along the lower lash line because it's going to be softer for me, but I wanted something a little bit deeper for the top lash line, but not as dark as black. And so that is why I went with this dark brown shade. See how this does on top of this cream eyeshadow. You guys, are you seeing how easy this goes on? I mean, it just like, you don't have to work. You don't have to work. And this will sharpen, by the way, with just your regular pencil sharpener that you have for your eye pencils. Like that I'm able to get really, really thin and close to my lashes there. I am really happy with that color. Sarah Creel, I love you. Thank you for coming out with this color. We needed this color. I am going to go and take the Everyday Taupe and do that along the lower lash line and smudge that a little bit just so you can see that. Let's add a little bit of the dark brown just at the very ends. See how that smudges out as well. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I think that that does it for the new eye products. I am going to go off camera, put on mascara. I'll be right back so that we can get into complexion, including our new blushes. All right, I just whacked on some mascara from Tower 28, and I am going to do a little concealer touch up before we do blush. I did use my House Labs foundation and the House Labs concealer that I just tested out in my first haul video. I just kind of want to touch things up a little bit since I didn't set this. I didn't set it because I wanted to get that cream blush down from Rhode before I set with my new Kosas Cloud Set powder. So let's just kind of touch up a little bit here. Okay, I think we're ready for blush. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why. Okay, so I have two shades of the Rhode Pocket Blush Buildable Hydrating Cream Blush. These are $25 a piece. There are 10 shades, and I got Tan Line and Sleepy Girl. These are described as an on-the-go cream blush that wakes up cheeks and lips with a satiny diffused flush. Getting back to where this all began, why did I say I would never buy makeup from Rhode? The clean girl aesthetic really is not my thing. I, love Pat McGrath. I love beautiful, more sort of glittery eye looks. And so this whole like barely there makeup that looks very, very, very dewy is not something that I consider a part of my aesthetic. But I'm trying to branch out just in time, by the way, for the clean girl aesthetic to supposedly be sort of like fading away and us getting into bolder looks. I've decided I want to join the clean girl revolution. I know my timing is terrible. Let's take a look at these blushes. I'm worried that Tan Lines is going to be too browny for me, but let's find out. We're going to do what you're not supposed to do. Boop. This is Tan Line. Oh my God. I am thinking that this one may be a good color to go with the Rose de Moab Lip Nectar. No, I have a couple of different looks going on here. I'm aware. Need a little bit more right there. Yes, that is quite balmy, but I think I can see the appeal. Dang it. Okay, let's do the other shade. I think maybe with this one, I will try to choose my fingers because this is an on-the-go blush, right? Pocket blush. So let's see what happens if you are just out, you're on the go, you don't have a brush with you, whatever. Definitely workable. I'm more comfortable using a brush, guys. I have more confidence in that I'm getting it on there evenly. You know that I want to check out more of this mauve shade because that's my jam. And I think I possibly just took that to Crazy Town. What do y'all think? We have Tan Line and Sleepy Girl. Let's throw on some powder and see how that sort of impacts the way that this looks. I have my BK Beauty Precision Powder Brush, and I am going to use the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Airy, which I just picked up in my first haul. So I'm still testing this out. I'm just going to tap this in. underneath the eyes and the center of my face. Let's do this. I want to see what happens if I apply powder kind of all over and maybe then even attempt to apply more blush on top. Let's just see what it does. God, I want to set this too. Is that crazy? Oh, no. I don't think it was crazy to do that. I think that it looks better now. Y'all are probably gonna be like, "No, you ruined it, girl." Okay, but I don't know, it looks more even to me, but let's see if I can really ruin it by throwing more product on. Let's go in with Sleepy Girl, since this is the one that I just applied. I'm now gonna just pick it up directly on my brush, tap it on my hand, make sure we're evenly distributed. Wow, that picked up a lot of pigment. Let's see what happens when we actually tap it into the cheek. So just adding more of the color back and the dewiness, maybe, I don't know. Let's see if we're going to Pore Town. And that is P-O-R-E, not P-O-O-R. Although if I keep shopping the Sephora sale like this, I will be going to Pore Town, P-O-O-R. You can see what that looks like up close. Yes, this is turning into a comedy of errors. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just sort of going around the edges here. Let's do the same thing with the other one. I think it does tap on really, really nicely. I mean, guys, this definitely has a lot more orange in it on me, right? Please let me know in the comments. It looks kind of orangey to me. Yeah, I don't know about that shade tan line on me, guys. Let me know what you think. Okay, we are going to move on now. I think we only have one product left, you guys. How did this happen? That happened quick. Now we can see what this lip nectar looks like after about an hour and a half, guys. That's actually how long I've had this on. I did take a coffee break in there, so I was drinking, you know, out of my coffee cup, and I think you can see we have a good amount of color here. We still have a little bit of a moisturized look, so it hasn't gone completely dry on us like some lip stains will. And we have Vanilla Bonbon from Ole Henriksen, which I almost didn't buy this product just because I knew I'd have to say the brand name, and I'm so bad at saying that brand name. But this is one of their peptide lip treatments. This is the newest shade or scent or flavor or whatever. These are $23 a piece. This is a sheer tint with a sweet vanilla scent. This is described as an advanced lip treatment with skin supporting peptides and kokum butter that quickly, visibly plumps lips with hydration and smooths fine lines. I thought that this product would be a good way to close out our makeup look today with just whatever stain is left behind. But I am going to blot this off so that we can really see what is left and I don't end up with transfer to my brand new lip balm. So just taking a cotton round here and blotting that away. Now you can really see what that color looks like, just the stain. Let's check out my new lip balm. It's really delicious smelling. Love the applicator. Nice and glossy. And it does have a little bit of a sweet taste to it. So it's not just a sweet scent. It does have a little bit of flavor. I think it's downright delicious. Let's do a run through of everything that we tested out today. The Rose de Mohab Lip Nectar from Violette FR. I love the lip nectars. I think they're fabulous in terms of the stain that they leave behind and the glossy finish that they create. Is this my best color? I don't know, guys. I will have to keep sort of testing it out. I like the way it looks right now with just the stain underneath. I think this looks really natural. I'm very, very happy with that because that's what I want from a lip stain. And then, of course, we have the Merit Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Iris. I think this is a very beautiful shade, and I am a little bit happier with it after sort of putting a little bit of powder on top. Then, of course, we have the Sarah Creal Gel Eyeliner. I am absolutely in love with these eyeliners. This is, I think, my favorite eyeliner formula, maybe that I have ever tried. I have one more Sephora haul coming, and I ordered another shade of this, so watch for that. Then we have the Rhode Pocket Blushes, my Never Say Never product. I think these turned out really beautifully. I'm gonna have to see how they perform over the course of the day. I like the dewiness level right now. Keep in mind, I did put powder over portions of this, but you know, what is this gonna look like in 3 hours? 8 hours. Finally, we have the delicious Vanilla Bonbon Peptide Lip Treatment from Ole Henriksen. Love, love, love. It's delicious, it smells wonderful, and it feels luxurious and plush. So very happy with this. So guys, that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching today. If you want to see more videos like this, please give this video a big thumbs up and please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. I've got, as I said, that final haul video coming up. There's a lot in there, guys. There's a lot in there. Thank you again for watching and take care. I will see you next time. Bye.